a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for 2 hours of live stream writing accountability, followed by a half-hour Maxis Share What You Did wrap-up chat. So in case you're new, the way this live stream works is that you can keep this stream open in a separate window, separate tab as background noise, as though we were in a digital shared workspace for the first 2 hours while you're working on your thing and I'm working on my thing. And I'm going to be screen sharing a bit, and you'll see how I log everything to share what it is I get done with you during the wrap-up chat. But because I can't see your screen, what you can do to let me know what it is you're working on and, you know, to do your end of the accountability practice is to type it all into the chat. Let me know in the chat what it is you're working on, and let me know the bits of progress you're making as you're making them into the chat. And then during the wrap-up portion, that's when I'm going to hop into the chat and respond to everything and also give a brief summary of what all I got done. And the way I'm going to do that is with my screen sharing. So if you can, of course, instead of writing with me for 2 hours, you can just watch along, read along with me as I get my writing done for 2 hours. And as you can see in sharing my window, I have everything in tabs. And I have the screen that I'm working in taking up the window, whatever window it is I'm working in, taking up the full screen. So I'm not going to be able to see the chat while I'm writing. That is by design. I have it open in separate tabs in order to make sure that everything you put into the chat gets logged and I don't miss a word of it for the wrap-up chat. But during the 2 hours, I'm not going to be looking because I have OCD, and if I can see the chat, I'm not writing. And that would defeat the purpose of an accountability practice now, wouldn't it? So for the 2 hours, I'm going to be doing my thing. And as you can see, one of my tabs is a Google spreadsheet where I also keep a running list of what it is I want to be working on and what it is I do in fact get done. So I will then at the wrap-up chat portion, starting at about 11 o'clock and running till approximately 11:30, which is why it's a half hour-ish, I will give a brief summary of what all I got done and then hop into the chats and respond to every comment and every question about your creative projects, my creative projects, and the creative process in general. So please, please make use of the chat during your time with me this morning. And yeah, let's get to it. Just gonna finish getting my YouTube stream squared away. And it's time to go. To get writing in, not to go. All right. I'm actually a little ahead of schedule this morning already. these pages can go in recycling. I'm writing this. Okay. I wanted to get over here. Okay. Okay. Don't know if you can tell, but I started writing this blog post last night. Such a dork. Okay. that time, folks. It's that time. Don't usually do this, but I'm hoping the record is obscure enough that I won't get in trouble for playing this song to help get me in the mood. I listened to this a couple of times last night to get things going in my brain. My brainy egghead, you don't know what to do, what you ought to do when we're alone and lights are down low. Such a good song. Oh dear. To just the thermostat for optimal work temperatures. Having the thermostat between 65 and 68 is optimal for sleep, but you want to have it around 72 to 75. Well, you want to have it between 72 and 77 for optimal work conditions. 77 tends to be preferred by men or male bodies wearing long sleeve shirts and jackets in an office setting, whereas us femmes, us female bodies, prefer to avoid under boob sweat, so we like it to be just a little bit on the cooler end of that spectrum. 75 is a good middle ground, but I'm on my own. So 72.5 to 75 to 73 degrees is where I typically keep it. But I forgot to change it. And downs. Put her downs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Paula. Apollo. Put her downs. got to be a middle ground. There's got to be a middle relationship type, like Socratic. There's a blog post. There's a blog post idea. I'm gonna write that right here. There we go. And I feel better. Such a dork. Good Lord, Rose. Good Lord. All right. such a dork.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this.
I'm gonna hit publish. I'm gonna hit publish. Save draft first. Because it is long. It's almost 2,000 words. Well done, Rose. Well done, Rose. You dork. No. It's an inadvertent play on words. I just noticed an inadvertent play on words with the conclusion to that post. Oh my god. Rose. Rose. You monster. while I do this task, I am gonna play that record one more time because it's ridiculous. Now I'm wondering if I should put on another record that's longer and will last till I'm done folding this. And potentially just as obscure. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's a good one. It's a good one. Oh, no. Oh dear. That might have... I'm just gonna do a quick check. Okay, there's still stuff in the chat. Good, good, good. 11:59, so we just got 1 minute, less than a minute. All right, it is 11 a.m., which means it is time for our wrap-up chat. I'm going to give a brief summary of what all I got done with a little bit of the how and a little bit of the why, and then some comments and questions, and then I'm going to respond to all the comments and questions that you put on YouTube and Twitch. So if you were using this as an accountability practice, now is a good time to put into the chat what it is that you were working on and what it is that you got done, much as, you know, your own brief summary into the chat, as it were. And if you have any questions or comments about what it is that you were working on or what it is I'm working on, or, you know, anything then, or the creative process in general, what you're working on, what I'm working on, the creative process in general, all those things that you could possibly comment on, go ahead and put those into the chat. I'm just going to turn that down a smidge because when it does get dramatic, it does have a tendency to swell, doesn't it? Oh, the music. All right. So, first up, I wrote my daily blog post for today, which is actually writing the concluding list to a sort of case study that I started working on last night regarding the character of Spencer Reid on the television show Criminal Minds. It's just something that's been bugging me this season, and yeah, I know where I want that character to go, and as a storyteller, you know, I get to have thoughts, so better storytelling is not just a place where we talk about the philosophy of better storytelling, but also practical applications of storytelling, both with regards to the storytelling that we're doing with each other and together, but also the creative storytelling aspect. I mean, I'm sharing all of my writing as I write it, and also sharing just sharing these conversations with you during the wrap-up chat about the creative process. So that is something that should be reflected in the blog that I maintain with better-storytelling.com. So I started writing the case study last night. It was going to be a page, and then I decided, nope, this is going to be my blog post tomorrow. I'm going to save the conclusion of this episode of this article for my writing time tomorrow morning of my daily blog, and I'm going to get it published and out there. Yeah, that was fun. And actually, I'll have a kind of an update for you on that tomorrow, just because I'm a total dweeb, and I'm already planning ways to expand on the fact that I did in fact write this article for my blog post today, this case study for my blog post today, and that I want to build on it in a way, but I'll get to that tomorrow. Then I queued up my next buffer posting, which, so 10 days from now we'll post, what did I queue up? I queued up the 4 Gifts You Carry, which is the guided journal download that you can get from Gumroad.com. But if you go to better-storytelling.com, it's easier to find. Yeah. Because Gumroad is just an online marketplace and such. So go to betterstorytelling.com. You can click the big blue button, which is get to know the 4 gifts you carry, which will take you to the project page. Or you can go to books, the 4 gifts you carry, which again will bring you to this page. And then from here, clicking the image or clicking available for $10 through Gumroad will open up in a separate tab how you can get the guided journal for questing the crap out of your daily life. Or you can go to the Golden Goose Eggs group and specifically clicking the 7 League Boots link will take you to where I uploaded the 7 League Boots, which is the first of the 4 gifts in the guided journal. This is just the book, the guidebook version. It doesn't have the journaling pages. You would get the journaling pages and the other 3 gifts with their journaling pages through the Gumroad link. The 7 League Boots is just the free download of the lessons in that first of the gifts. So the 4 gifts are the 7 League Boots, the Golden Key, the Wise Doll, and the Threadless Needle. Very proud of that work. So I queued that up today, so that'll go out on through Buffer 10 days from today. Then I actually got started on things early this morning and create the printer-friendly zine edition of the original Sonnets TOS was something I got started on yesterday, cleaning up the printer-friendly version, and I finished cleaning that up before the morning writing even began. So that was done before the morning writing, and then I did a test printing for TOS, and actually I confused myself. I wasn't confusing myself. The first time I printed it, I actually printed it perfectly, but the printer grabbed an extra sheet of paper which threw off the numbers, and then it turned out that I needed to edit some of the spacing on the cover in order to make sure that the whole cover printed, and I also needed to I accidentally put the original series in the copyright page instead of the original sonnet, so I went back and edited that. And then, thinking things through, printed out a new copy of it for the final check to make sure that all the sonnets are where they need to be and everything is lined up the way it needs to be. And it is. The PDF is. So, got the test printing done, folded it up and did the final check, and then I uploaded the PDF of this printout plus the 2 digital chapbook editions, one with the blog post guide of what blog posts are connected with each sonnet, and one without the blog post guide. So again, it's just the sonnets in the other chapbook, and I uploaded all 3 of those PDFs to the media center for the penrosetrekkie.com, so that I'll be able to link to these PDFs in the next mission report for the Penrose Trekkie that goes out on Saturday, the 2nd of June. And once I do send out that mission report, I'm going to set up these PDFs as the opt-in goodie that you get when people sign up when they subscribe to the Penrose Trekkie mission reports. So this download, it will be automatically sent no matter what on June the 2nd, so you can go ahead and sign up for the penrosetrekkie.com now, if you are so inclined, which is thepenrosetrekkie.com, which, as you just saw me clicking through here, ongoing projects, Penrose Trekkie, click the picture or the link, and it will take you to the main site. You here get monthly mission reports sent directly to your inbox. The next mission report is the one that will have this in it. But again, if you wait, I will be setting it up as the email opt-in that you get immediately as you await the next mission report, basically, for the penrosetrekkie.com. So no matter when you sign up for the penrosetrekkie.com email list, you will get this download to be able to print it out yourself. And just like I did with the zine edition of Random Bearings, there is this first page explaining briefly how to print out the zine edition so that you can fold it up all nice and neat like this, with the single fold in the center there, rather than several signatures. It's a single signature zine. Way too many pages for a single signature, but you know, it just makes printing and getting it together easier. So I got that all squared away today, and I'm happy with myself for that. And then my can-do lists going on here for today, which I just got it all squared away for tomorrow, really. And my general can-do list, just got those squared away a bit because I noticed I only had a couple minutes left once I was finished with all the Penrose Trekkie things for today. So I'll actually do a lot of this YouTube stuff this afternoon. I don't like the idea of trying to catch up on... The catch-up that I need to do requires that I watch old videos of morning writings from the previous 100 days, and I don't know how that would affect the stream, so I am going to do that this afternoon, and that way it's not getting finicky with anything. So yeah, I'm going to be doing the YouTube stuff this afternoon. This decision is actually going to have to wait until I find out whether or not I got the bookstore job that I am still in the follow-up process with. For anybody who's been watching, I applied to a local bookstore. I've been doing in-person follow-ups leading up to the day that I interviewed, and then since the interview, I have again been following up in person in order to exemplify how committed I am to getting over there and being over there and being a part of what they're doing. So now it's time to respond to all comments and questions on YouTube. Nothing on Twitch. Hello. Rob DC79 says, are you planning stages of your book? And Colton Oliver says, hello. All right. So, Rob, if you are currently watching, if you could let me know in the chat, that way I know to, that, you know, I'll just do. Okay, I queued this up for a reason. All right, so am I in the planning stages of my book? You are going to have to specify which book. If you are talking about the book that I'm currently, if you're talking about the Penrose Trekkie, so not sure which book you were referring to when you asked, quote, are you in the planning stages of your book? I am currently in the administrative get my ducks in a row stage for betterstorytelling.com. That is what my general to-do list is for. It's getting all the social media pointed over there and just making sure I am all squared away so that so better-storytelling.com is my primary author site. So that is where I currently am in terms of what project I'm working on and what stage I'm working on. I am focused on the better-storytelling.com, and I am focused on just making sure everything points over there, and that better-storytelling.com is currently linking to all the things that it needs to be linking to in terms of my various projects. I did put that on pause in order to make sure I had the PDFs for the original sonnets squared away. That book is not in the planning stage, and it was not in the planning stage today. It was mostly just making sure that the PDFs are all squared away so that when the next mission report goes out, I can just send that. So that's where the Penrose Trekkie is. It was just the original sonnets were. It was just getting that PDF cleaned up, ready to go for the next mission report, on the which day I'll also be setting it up as the email opt-in for the penrosetrekkie.com. So on the day the next mission report goes out, I'll go to MailChimp, set up the opt-in, and then I'll send out the mission report. That way there's just that tiniest bit of crossover time, and there's no gap where somebody could accidentally sign up for the list and then miss out on the sonnets because the wish report had gone out, but the opt-in hadn't been set up yet. So that is my plan for June the 2nd. And after I finish getting things squared away with the Better Storytelling site, right here you have Create Penrose Trekkie Can-Do List. There are things that I need to do to get squared away with the penrosetrekkie.com. The goldengooseeggs.com is set up to have articles publish once every 20 days. They are not pre-written like so many ahead of time. I have a schedule for getting them written so that they do go out every 20 days. And then 10 days after each article goes out, I also have plans for a boon to go out in the Golden Goose Eggs Facebook group. Right? So that's what that is. I link to it on the Golden Goose Eggs. I also link to it through the Golden Goose Eggs project page on Better Storytelling. So you can see ongoing projects, the Golden Goose Eggs, the image, and these links will take you to the various Golden Goose Eggs items. And then you see Golden Goose Eggs is squared away in terms of it making the progress it needs to make. The Penrose Trekkie, once I have finished squaring away Better Storytelling, I'm going to square away my plan, my writing schedule for the Penrose Trekkie, because we're in a waiting period between now and when season 3 begins for the original series of Star Trek, because I have the blog posts scheduled to post on the 50th anniversary date of the relevant episode. So on the 50th anniversary of each episode airing, that is when the related blog post goes out. And so I have that all squared away, but that means there's lag time between seasons, which is part of the reason we have monthly mission reports, so that during those lag time months, I can spend that time creating special gifts for the readers. So in the last mission report that went out, I gave, I set up a digital chapbook and printable zine edition of Random Bearings, my epic Pantoum, and that went out in the last mission report because it was inspired by the poetic experience I was having of the Penrose Trekkie as I was writing the original sonnets. And this next one mission report will be the original sonnets going out, and the next one in July, that should be, July 4th! What? That's amazing! I'm gonna have to do something extra special Yeah, the next one is that goes out is July 4th after that. And my original plan was to gather together. It was to gather together my nursery rhymes based on tribbles. And you know what? July 4th is a time to celebrate treason that ended okay-ish. And it's family friendly. It's a family oriented holiday at this point. Yeah, Tribble nursery rhymes. Tribble nursery rhymes for July 4th. Why the hell not? Yeah. Anyway, I wrote Tribble nursery rhymes once upon a time, and now it's going to be time to share it. And I would like to thank Whiskey Roger 369 for hosting me today. Thank you very much for that. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, so that's where I am in terms of my project stages for this 100 days. Currently just getting things squared away for better storytelling. Took a break to get the PDFs for the Penrose Trekkie sonnets squared away for the next mission report. And once better storytelling is done getting squared away, I'm going to move on to getting the penrosetrekkie.com squared away. Yeah. That's where I am at in terms of current projects and the stages of those projects. And it's not looking like there's anything else in the chat on YouTube or Twitch. I'm going to hit refresh just to make sure the YouTube video didn't split on me. And it didn't. It went straight to having a chat, not having a chat's no longer available message. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to wrap the wrap-up chat. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm Roaster Music, your live stream writing accountability partner, here every morning for the foreseeable future from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for 2 hours of live stream writing accountability, followed by a half-hour max to share what you did wrap-up chat. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I strongly encourage you to take advantage of the accountability practice at work, to use the chat as a place to log your own brief summary of what it is you're working on and what it is you're getting done toward that larger goal during the 2 hours of the writing, and to ask any questions, make any comments that you have about your work, my work, and the creative process in general, because the more we discuss what it is we're working on and how it is we're working on, the more we can iterate on it and make sure to put the best of ourselves and our efforts into our work so that we can make the most of our work. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Good journey, my friends.